When it comes to the physical attributes of life, we allow disorder to take over, and those physical disorders spill over into our emotions, which spill over into our mental, which spills over into our spiritual beings. What do I mean by the physical? Some of us have disorder in our midst. On our desk at work is filled with disorder. We don't have any order to anything on our desk. We just have papers just piled up. And when our managers or boss tell us that we need to find a particular thing, we have to go through the whole stack and find, and then throwing those papers over into another pile. Some of us, because of disorder that's going on in our lives, we go into our bedrooms, and our bedrooms are just filled with a whole bunch of junk. We just take our clothes off, lay them down. Maybe sometimes we don't get them past the front door, and they're just sitting there, and there's laid up, and everything is in disorder. And so that disorder that happens in my bedroom, that's happening in my house, spills over to my emotional feelings. It spills over into my mental thinking. It spills over into my spiritual life, because my life just becomes a bunch of chaos. Because of my temple is in disarray, and my temple is supposed to be the temple of the Holy Spirit. Because it's in disarray, then I have to deal with all of these ailments that come to my life at either a later time or either at the time, because I have not done right by the physical. And so then what does that do to my emotional state? I can't withstand the disorder that's happening emotionally. And so then for my thinking starts getting affected, and therefore my spiritual. See, we're not making every effort to do those things that lead to peace. That disarray, that disorder that's happening is happening to us because we're not following in place. We're not lining up correctly. So I'm going to give this charge. Let me start with the physical and make my way up. I think you need to get your house in order. I think you need to organize. I think you need to get all your physical surroundings. I think you need to get your physical state. Now, trust me, I'm working on mine still. I'm not there. Praise be to the Lord. I'm 100 pounds down from my heaviest weight. Praise be to the Lord. But I still got some things to do. I still got to work this thing out. But as someone who's standing before you, whom God has said, Robert, you need to tighten up. You need to get things in order. I want to encourage you, tighten up, get things in order.